Hi guys! It's been a while since I've done a live video, so it's Friday, but I thought, hey, why not? I'm in my lounge lazy clothes, and it is a lazy Friday for me, so if you don't mind, I don't mind. So I just kind of had some thoughts today, and that's when the idea came into my mind, well, maybe do a live video. I just wanted to share with you just some awesome things that have been happening, and I'm hoping that just by sharing these things that it will give you some inspiration and some hope with maybe things that are going on in your life. And maybe some of the things I share will give you some ideas or just give you some fresh motivation. So, hold on. Did Tatum wake up from his nap? Okay, go put him back in his crib for me, okay, babe? Okay, just try to get him to go back to sleep. So I thought it was a good time to do a live video, but I just barely put my kids down for a nap. Oh, okay. All right. Here, take a nap for just a few minutes, okay, sweetheart? And then I'll come help, okay? All right. Take him with you. Thanks, babe. Anyways, so I just want to share with you some awesome things that have been happening. And the first thing that I wanted to share with you was this is a transition year for me, and a lot of people have been saying from all kinds of different religious denominations and faiths and backgrounds, one thing that everyone's been agreeing on, I've just been seeing it all over social media, is that 2017 is a breakthrough year. It's a breakthrough year for so many things and so many people, and it can be a breakthrough year for you too. And I've been experiencing that. So far, we're only at the end of February, and I've already had some incredible breakthroughs that I wanted to share with you. And so it's also a year, people are saying, of restoration. So things that you have been gypped on, maybe injustices that have been done, or things you've missed out on, or things you've lost. This is the year that if you want it and you ask, you can have those things restored back to you. You can have blessings restored back to your family. You can just everything that you feel should have been yours or rightfully yours that you've lost or for some misfortune, got away, slipped away. This is the year you can get it back. And so I've been experiencing that, and I can't go into a lot of detail, but I will share with you that a lot of you know about my product, my skincare product. I'll just say I make a skincare product, and a lot of you know about that. And a few years ago, it was licensed out to another company, and they took the reins from there, so I haven't had a say in what goes on with it, and it just has been completely out of my hands. And I thought it was going to be a good thing, and I remember feeling great about it. And over the past few years, the way things have been going with it just aren't the way that I would have chosen to have it go if I were to be the one running that business. So over the past 2 years, people would say to me, oh my goodness, that's horrible. You put all this time and work, and you built this product, and you built this company, and you gave someone else an opportunity, and they totally just, let it drop. They dropped the ball. How do you feel? How does that make you feel? And I remember over the past 2 years, kind of feeling just a little defeated, feeling a little bit frustrated, and feeling like I just wanted to wash my hands and be done with it, because it was a lot of work. It is a lot of work for all you mom entrepreneurs out there. It's a lot of work to create something and then produce it and then market it and get it out there and sell it and do the shipping and logistics, accounting, all of it while raising children. It's a lot of work, and it was a lot of time and energy, and I could have really have been just heartbroken and devastated, but I just had this hope in the back of my mind that someday everything would be great. It would all work out. And long story short, last year I was up camping in the mountains, and I was at a cabin, and it was a church activity, and there was a bunch of youth up there, and we were having this overnighter, and I was sitting there talking next to the owner of the cabin, and he said to me, we got talking for a long time, and I realized he owned a bunch of businesses, and long story short, he tells me he's a millionaire. And he was asking me about things that I do, and he found out about my skincare product, and he found out about my situation with it in my story, and he said, if you'll meet me at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, 6 o'clock a.m. before everybody wakes up, meet me in front of the cabin. I have some advice to share with you. And I thought, wow, I would love to get free advice from a millionaire. Hey, that'd be great. So I remember getting up. I walk over, and there he is sitting there on this little picnic table ready to talk with me. Everyone's still in their tents, still sleeping. And we started talking, and I just remember he shared with me, he said, I thought about it all night and I pondered on it, and I realized if I were in your shoes, I would start all over again. I would do it all over again. He said, you own the formula. Take that formula and make it even better. Take that formula, build it from the ground up to start a new brand, different product lines, start from scratch again, and just make it even better. And something really good will come from it. I promise you that. And I remember when he said that, I thought, and something just clicked inside of me, and I thought, absolutely, absolutely, I'm going to do that. And I had this new energy, this new motivation, and it hasn't stopped. This was last summer. And in a couple weeks, I'm going to be ready to launch this new business, and I'm so excited because he was right. I took a formula and I made it even better, and I expanded on it, and I'm starting fresh again. I mean, from the ground up. I'm going to be making it at home and starting as a small business again, and I'm actually really excited to do that. And I've just had so many awesome doors open up and so many little blessings from doing that. So I'm really excited to see what happens. So I'm having a breakthrough right now with that, and I'm seeing that restoration happen. I can't share right now, but you know I will down the road this year. But I've had just a lot of blessings coming into my life just from starting this new little business. And I see that as a restoration of things that were once lost coming back into my life, and those blessings that I thought had slipped away are coming back. And injustices are being taken care of, and I'm experiencing justice, and it's just amazing. I feel rewarded, I feel blessed, I feel really grateful. It's really humbling. And so I wanted to share that with you. Now, part 2 of my story has to do with my husband. And he just experienced this yesterday, and he probably would not want me sharing this in a live video on Facebook, but between you and me, I don't think he ever comes onto my Happy Lady Facebook page, so he'll probably never know. But anyways, he had some things going on. He loves his job. He works for an amazing company. In fact, the shirt right here is from his company, and I laughed today as I looked in the mirror because it says 20/20 vision, and I just got LASIK. It's been a month. So I am now seeing in 20/20 vision. Just one of those things I scratched off my vision board and checked off my bucket list. So I'm seeing in 20/20 vision. Well, anyways, he works for a great company, and it's really close to our home, so it's always been nice that he doesn't have to go very far. And there's a lot of perks and benefits that come with his job, and he just has always loved it, and he's really good at what he does. He does marketing. And so he had some things happen over the past year and a half, and I'm not going to share any detail at all, so if he does find this video, he shouldn't be worried. But he had some things happen that he wasn't expecting, and he felt like injustices had been done. And he tries not to bring work home with him, so I could tell for a few months everything's bothering him, but he never really went into detail. And I would always just say, oh, hang in there, keep your chin up, because that's what I do, right? I'm the happy lady. And he's like, I know. And so he hung in there, and he put up with a lot of things, and I kept saying everything will work out. Everything will work out, and things that don't seem so good right now, you're going to see how God's going to use those things to flip them around and bring you blessings. So sometimes your greatest trials, your greatest challenges, your biggest obstacles, your Goliaths that are standing in the way of what you want, God can take those and actually turn them around and use them to bless you and use them for your benefit. And so I'd been telling him that for months, and he's like, I know. Anyways, some things had been done to him that he wasn't very happy with, and some other people were leaving because of it. People were finding other jobs and looking elsewhere, and I just kept telling him to hang in there. And over the past month, I want to say, suddenly all these people who didn't see him the way that I saw him were now having this new vision, and we're saying, oh my goodness, he's amazing. He does a lot for this company. Wow, he brings a lot to the table. Oh my goodness, he's contributed to so much of this company's success. He is very valuable. So he was having a lot of people pull him in to the office, or pull him into their office, who he hardly ever talked to or thought maybe never even noticed him. We're pulling him in and saying, we just want you to know we've been watching you, and we are really impressed with what you've been doing. And we're really impressed with what you're trying to do. And so we're watching you, and there's some good things in store for you. And I told him, see, I knew it. I told you. And anyways, the other day, Tuesday, so yes, yesterday, no, today's Friday. I'm so confused, you guys. It was Tuesday of this week. He came home with some bad news, and he was really sad and told me that some crazy things had gone down at work, and his boss wasn't happy, and so his boss was resigning. And he was really upset about it because he works for a really great boss, just an amazing guy. And so he thought, oh, I can't imagine working without him. He's just such a big part of what I do, and I can confide in him, and he's there for me. He's always got my back. And I said, everything's going to work out. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. God's doing something amazing right now. I can feel it. And he was trying to be positive, but he was still just feeling really in the dumps about it. And so the next day he woke up and he thought, oh, I just don't want to go to work today. It's going to be so awkward, and so many people are negative now because of my boss resigning, and there's people who aren't happy and want to start looking elsewhere. And I kept saying, you got to have hope. You got to have hope. God's going to turn this into something really good. He's doing something. I can feel it. I said, you're going to get an amazing blessing out of this. I just know it. And I just kept telling him that I could feel it. I could almost taste it. And later on that day, oh, I should say, let me rewind it a little bit. Before he even got out of bed that morning, I got up at the crack of dawn, probably like 4:35 in the morning, and I pray every morning before my family wakes up. I spend a lot of time in my prayer closet, but I felt particularly impressed to pray for him and focus on his situation, and so I did. And I actually asked God to send down angels into the place where he works, clean it all out, clean out all the bad stuff, all the negative feelings, energies, get it all out of there. And I asked for him to send healing angels into that place of business and to just bring peace and love and happiness and joy, and let it be a wonderful day for everybody there. And then I prayed for restoration. And I told Heavenly Father, I said, I believe this is a year of restoration. And I believe that you are going to restore things back to my husband that he's lost out on. And that all the wrongs that have been done, you're going to make right. And I can feel it, and I know you're going to do it. And then I thanked him for that. I just said, thank you. You're awesome. And I know you're working on it right now, and you're amazing. And later that day, he texted me. It was about 3:30 in the afternoon. And he texted me and he said, you're not going to believe it. Which, of course, I'm going to believe it, right? He said, I just got a raise. And he told me the amount, and I was just amazed. I just dropped to my knees right then, and I thanked God. I just thanked him for he's just incredible. And for answering my prayer and just coming through so quickly on these blessings. The raise that he got was it was enough to be someone else's salary. He got an additional salary added to his salary, and it was just not something he was expecting at all. And he said, when he came home that night, he said, what's so strange about it is whenever somebody puts in for a raise or a promotion, it usually takes months. It's not something that's done overnight. It takes a long time, and there's a process you have to go through. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through, and sometimes they don't even get approved. And he said, I wasn't even expecting this. I got pulled aside, and I was told, we value you so much. We don't want you going anywhere. You mean a lot to us. We need you here. And so we have this gift for you. And they showed him the raise, and they said, and it's already approved. It's already set in stone. And he was just amazed, just amazed. And I told him, I said, I knew it. I felt it. I could taste it. I could smell it. I knew that restoration was coming to you. And it came a lot sooner than I even thought. I mean, Heavenly Father works really fast. And I share this with you because I want you to know that I truly believe that if there's anything that you need help with, or anything that you are down about and you need some divine intervention in your life, I can promise you that if you pray and you're specific, and you know I've done a lot of videos on being specific and prayer and miracles. I believe this, it works. I'm a living witness of this. You ask, you're specific about what it is you need and what it is you're wanting, and you have those righteous desires. You align your will with God, and God always wants the best for you. He always wants you to succeed and do well and be happy, and you do that, and you call upon the powers of heaven to come down and help out in your life, and you're going to see mountains move. You're going to see that power come down and open up ways in your life that you never thought could be opened. And you're going to see obstacles being moved out of the way. Your Goliaths are going to disappear, and the blessings are going to come. And so I told my husband, I said, what was a trial for you and a challenge, you know, your boss resigning and all of that awful stuff happening, God used that and turned it around and used it as a blessing for you. And all your hard work is paid off. People are recognizing it. So I want to share that with you, that this can be this can be your year of restoration, your year of breakthrough. If there's anything that you have missed out on, or anything that you have dropped the ball on, or wrongs that have been done to you over the past years, or even if you notice a generational pattern throughout your family, if it seems like every generation things are happening within your family, and it's just, you're seeing a lot of, you know, people feeling like they're victims and things being taken away, things that are being lost, just know that if you ask for it and you truly believe it, you can have blessings restored back to your family. You can remove all of that negative stuff. You can remove all of it, and you can see God do something amazing in your life. So I just want to share that with you, that if it can happen to me, and I really don't feel like I'm any different than you. I mean, we're all on this journey together. We're all headed to the same destination. We're going about it maybe a little different ways, but we all have a journey that's tailored just for us, and we're all trying to get to the same place. And so I just want to share with you what I've learned, and go ahead and try it out on your journey and see what happens in your life. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you. Oh, sorry, I didn't even notice I had comments. You're welcome, Amy. I'm so glad this has helped you. I just always get these impressions when good things happen in my life. I want to share them with people, because for me, people that don't hold back their blessings and their miracles and the things that they're learning, when they share them, it's helped me. Everything I'm sharing with you, I've learned from someone else. And so I'm just a firm believer that if you know something's true and you've seen something amazing work in your life, share it with others, because you never know who it's going to help. So don't keep it a secret. Always share. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll check in with you in the next week or so. Thanks so much. We'll see you later.